Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. This is Speak of the Joker, and today we are going to do Life is Strange True Colors, Chapter 5, the finale. We just ended, if you're watching this on YouTube, go back. We just ended with a huge cliffhanger. Huge cliffhanger. Happy Mama Cow says, sad ending to that chapter. Absolutely. And then spoilers for Chapter 4. So not really a spoiler. I am blue because I am sad. I am sad. The guess is, I'm going to make a guess that the bullet grazed her and she is still alive. And the Batman 396 points out that's still a deep fall, though. Yes, this is how the game ended. The police, as I suspected they would do, did nothing because they're afraid of Typhoon. And so they're like, oh, we're going to charge you with stealing the USB stick that contains, massive criminal conspiracies. We're going to charge you with a misdemeanor. Okay. All right. Great. And then we go to tell Jeb everything. Jeb is the bar owner and the miner who 12 years ago was in an accident and saved a bunch of people. And Typhoon let him essentially retire early and bought his bar. And we said, oh, they're covering something up. And he said, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show you. And I made the joke, why don't you tell me and then show me, because that is a little suspicious. So we drive out there. He gets us to look down the hole and he pulls out a gun. And we have very few options. And we say, screw you or something like that. And he shoots us and we fall in. And that's where we just left off. So let's dive right into Chapter 5 right now. Let's shrink myself down to an appropriate size. And let's figure out what the heck we're gonna do. I do say we're still alive, although it would be an interesting twist if this game finishes with us playing Ryan and Steph, like a real Scooby-Doo type mystery, and maybe our character is just actually dead. Did they just kill off the main character 80% through the game? You know what, I would respect that choice, but I don't think so. Let's find out. I mean, I can't wait to find out. What a crazy one. You're gonna buy Steph's story too? Is that a DLC? Or what is that? What's Steph's story? Tell me, the OG Joker.
Alex.
This is a memory.
Talk about your time in Colorado.
Oh, it is a DLC. How come I didn't see that? Is it new? When did that
Let's
come
start
out?
with something positive. What did you learn from your visit to Haven Springs?
So I'm guessing this is our mind putting us in... It's doing that thing where it thinks I'm on a computer, but I'm not. I mean, I am on a computer, but I want to use my controller. There we go. I'm guessing this is our mind protecting itself from dying. How about that? I mean, we'll go with something positive.
I thought I learned what it means to make a place your home.
That must have felt like quite the victory.
For a while. Till the end there.
Let's talk about how it feels to know that you might have been wrong.
Wrong?
I suppose I'm proud of you for trying. You helped some people. Chased a mystery.
Oh.
Found some friends you could trust.
Blue color is off for now.
But Alex, you're right back where you started.
Blue
You're
color's
wrong.
off because we are undecided about what's
I
happening.
don't belong in here.
I don't belong in here.
If that were true, Alex, you'd know you were talking to an empty chair.
Cool. We are inhabiting Alex's nightmare.
What the fuck?
This is going to be the folder we saw at the police station. Yeah, this is... I mean, I guess Alex doesn't know because she's in it, but I know this is just a nightmare. Her superpower,
guess
which is all
that's
these
me.
different colors.
Case number 53322.
are just like going crazy. Maybe people are trying to save her. Emotional instability, occasionally violent outbursts, hallucinations, delusional ideation, depression, anxiety, diagnosis, question mark?
Thrown down a... what?
Alex experiences a detailed and robust delusion that she is able to read other people's emotional states and believes that because of this ability, she is uniquely equipped to help others overcome their own emotional trauma. It's difficult to overlook the irony. Someone as profoundly dysfunctional as Alex adapting the role of an emotional caretaker. Had she not been returned to my care, I do not think it hyperbolic to speculate that her reckless attempts at fixing her friends and families would have eventually gotten someone hurt. It is my belief that Alex's delusions constitute a threat to her continued well-being, as well as those of others. As such, I recommend Alex be thrown down an endless pit, her body shattered against each jutting board and errant brick until she is forgotten in the darkness beneath the world. This is, in my professional opinion, the most humane thing we can do for her. Now, I would say about 2 sentences in, I realized this was like clearly not really written by a therapist of any kind. The language that she uses is really terrible. And if this were true, that this was all a delusion, this would not be the words that this person would use. But then, of course, at the end, they remove any ambiguity by saying her punishment for her, we'll say, trauma is to be thrown down a well. That's obviously fake, obviously. But yeah, it's a little fun to explore someone else's nightmare.
Don't belong to Dr. Lin.
No, of course they don't.
A tuning peg.
Oh. Is that a hint? Let's see what's on our fake phone. In light of all, this is Dr. Lin. In light of all the recent excitement, now is a good time to remind Helping Hands residents that impulses to leave our institution, while understandable, are best resisted. Remember, the outside world is a sharp tooth and possession. Is sharp tooth, having trouble reading, and possessed of an insatiable hunger. You're soft and slow and appetizing. Would you throw yourself into his mouth? Go ahead instead. Throw yourself instead into mine. Ooh.
How did I even get back here?
Welcome back. Stifling an inescapable embrace of our institution. One missing patient answers to Alex. She's always scratching at the door, trying to get out, but she's declawed, so her capacity to fend for herself is minimal. Ooh, ouch. And then we have memories. I don't know what these are. Let's click on them. What? This is like our journal. Wow. There's like a lot of things we didn't do. Can I do anything with this? Weird. Let's take it. This is how we get out of the room. It's like a key. We make a key from the memory. Yeah. Called it. I know how nightmares work. All right, let's play the recording. It'll be some horrible thing from the fake Dr. Lin.
12 years ago, I made a
Oh.
The kind of thing that you
From Jed.
can't undo.
I think maybe... Oh.
You know that I care about you.
Oof.
With everything that has happened, I just want what's best for you.
I don't know. That's weird. So I'm guessing if we're gonna speculate about what Jed did, his like attempt to save everybody, maybe he's the one who caused it. I don't know. That's the best I got.
Is that what I look like? Really?
I mean, it's a cartoon version. Yeah, it's not that. I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, then again, I can't draw, so. Alrighty. We have manifested
Hey,
the guitar
my
case.
Knock, knock.
Do what the note says. It's your dream, Alex.
Alex Chen.
Alex Chen, who?
My guitar case has never heard of me. Sure.
Oh, Aelwyn, or whatever her bard's name is. Code. Your case number. It's your case number. Does anybody remember the code? All right, let me go look at it.
I guess that's me.
53322.
Case number 53322.
53322. I knew it was something 3s and 2s. Let's play it when it's messed up. Oh, thank you, the Batman 396533322. Thank you.
Can't play if I can't tune.
Okay, well, I wanted to play it before I fixed it. I wanted to see what would happen, and the game ruined it. Now we play. Now we play silently because of copyright music. Let's see. We do play silently. Oh, nope. Oh, never mind. Oh, there is music. Oh, I don't know how to fix this. Nope. Oh, crazy. Ooh. So we did not land in water? We don't want Jed to know we're alive. I mean, he shot us. He didn't just push us down the well. He shot us. So this isn't like a momentary, like, he pushed us and he's like, oh, what am I doing? He tried to kill us with a gun and falling down. I guess pretty good way to get rid of the evidence. So just total... There is no water. I thought maybe she landed in water, but she landed on a board that didn't break. Is that so loud? I'm gonna turn it down on my end, but if I need to turn it on the stream, let me know. Okay, well, so much for that plan. So now she just fell even further after already being injured? Well, okay, now she's dead.
Alex.
Yeah. He's
Gabe?
dead. He's dead.
You're dead.
So? Lots of people are dead, Alex. Most people.
That's true. Most people are dead.
Where are we?
I want to say a hospital.
Dr. Mendez to intensive care? Dr. Mendez to intensive care.
Yep, definitely a hospital.
Gabe.
Am I in a hospital?
Okay, here's what I do know. You are 10, I am 14. Our mother is sick. So is our father. But it's a different kind of sickness.
This is when we got split up.
Play your part.
Ow! Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
Both of you,
Dad.
behave.
This is maybe the event, our mom dying, that got us put into a home.
Alex, go check on your mother.
Okay.
I don't want to. Can I be out of this stream, please? This is horrible.
She was right over there, waiting for me.
Another key. A painting.
There it is. The painting that taught me that art sucked sometimes.
That's hilarious.
Gabe, Alex, I need you to listen very carefully. We got some scary news today.
Oh no.
I'm going to be spending some time at the hospital.
What? Mom? Are you okay?
Hush now. It's going to be okay. Do you understand me? Things will be different for a little while. But I am going to be okay.
Oof.
She knew. Even then, she knew.
Well, I'm
We
not
spent
looking forward
so
to any of
much
this.
time in here that I basically memorized every article. Gabe told me it was full of needles. Scared me to death.
It kind of is. And other things. Okay, here we go. This seems like a horrible idea. Yep, let's go watch our mom die. Cool. Game's fun. Great. If you can't tell, I'm a little uncomfortable. Let's go check out Dad's overnight bag. Is there anything in here that's giving us energy vibes? No.
How many nights did Dad spend in this room? Sleeping in an uncomfortable chair? There's something so weird and scary about watching your dad cry. Mom. Every time I saw her, I worried it would be the last.
Mm.
Hi, Mom.
You're not too well in hospitals. You never liked them? Yeah. This is not a situation that is meant to be comfortable. I am not enjoying this.
Mom. Mom.
Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
Is that how it went? You don't think you missed anything?
Ow! Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
Both
Now
of
you're
you,
crying. Just wait. It's gonna get worse.
Dad.
behave.
I mean, I'm speculating. Oh, all right. I'm leaning back a little in my chair, creating distance away from the screen.
Alex, go check on your mother.
So what did I miss?
Okay.
I missed some horrible interaction with my mom. I skipped right to the part where she says I'm going to be so brave. And then the ghost Gabe, or the dream Gabe, tells me I skipped something.
Did I miss something?
Yeah. You did. Brought her a little cup of water, maybe.
No matter how much Mom drank, her throat was always dry. It was always too hot in this room.
All right, I'm turning on my little emotional stuff. I don't see it. I didn't look at the curtain.
Just on the other side.
Perfect. Oh boy. Here we go again. All right, we look at everything again.
How many nights did Dad spend in this room? There's something so weird and scary
Look at it again.
about watching your dad cry. Mom, what am I missing? What did we talk about?
Oh, I'm trying to remember what we talked about. I was 10 years old.
Hi, Mom. Mom. Mom.
Water, Alex. Get her some water.
Oh. Hmm. I keep just wanting to check on everything just to see if there's anything. That's why I keep hitting the emotion button. Did I get the water? Where's the water? Okay, well, it's like invisible, so let's talk to her. I thought I'd be holding it, but no. No.
Thank you.
In case you're wondering why I'm not wearing the nose stud, like our character, it fell. I can't find
You
it.
almost never cried. Even when you were very small.
Really?
Did you know that? That's been my biggest challenge with you. How do you take care of someone who is already so strong?
Excuse me. What is it?
Shh. No tears. My
Ugh,
strong girl.
this is horrible.
I want you to make me a promise. Your brother, your father, they are going to need you.
Oh, and they're
You
both
have
gone.
to be strong.
Great, I failed her promise.
Will you do that, Alex? Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
Oh. Oh, okay. All right, we're okay. We're okay. That was just kind of a lot, but I'm okay. Oh, it just really. I had a very similar conversation with somebody once when they were dying. So this is like, I'm really trying to hold it together right now. Oh, yeah. OG Joker says same. Happy Mama Cow hit too close for me. Yeah. I think if you... Well, I mean, that's what makes an effective story, right? Yeah. That's what makes an effective story, is it feels real. Oof. All right, well let's play this video game. Yay. So this would be probably around the same time period. You said, gosh, I hope there's a happy ending to this somehow. The happy ending is we're going to take these MFers down. That's going to be our happy ending. At least I sure hope so. And after this, I think I'm going to Salem with Steph. I wasn't too hot on the leaving town idea, but after this, I don't know if I can stay here. A whole town of essentially cowards bought and paid for by this company, willing to shoot me and kill me for some cover-up, for some money. It's disgusting. What am I drinking? This is water with some emergency in it. I feel like I may be getting a cold. All right, well, I hope that's a happy ending, but we'll find out in about 90 more minutes, I think. Ooh.
Mom.
These games take me a while to get through.
I think so.
Do you miss her?
Gabe, what's going on?
Yeah.
You're 11, I'm almost 15. Dad and I are time bombs. You keep running back and forth, trying to defuse us both.
Hmm. Here we go.
This is going to suck so bad.
Oh, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see them fight and have this, like, destroy. Oh, this is horrible. Can we do the LARP again? Remember how fun the LARP was? Or our dance party with our brother when we were playing the guitar and singing and dancing. Can we do that again? Oh. Game Cat, thank you for the resubscribe.
There was only ever one thing to do when they got like this. Drown them out and wait for it to pass.
Just to catch you up, our character was shot and thrown down a well, and we are currently in her nightmares, reliving parts of her childhood.
Just listen to the music.
All right, we're going to listen to the copyrighted music, which means it won't actually play. So I'm going to go ahead and play my own music. And we're just going to... This is going to be what we do. We're 11 years old. I mean, our character is 18 or 19, but this is... such a tough age to lose your mom. I mean, are there any, like, easy ages? No, of course not.
Alex? Hey. It's okay. It's just me. But you know that's not how it went down, right?
Okay. That was our little slightly happier version of what happened. But that's not what really happened. I think they got into a punching match. And maybe Gabe knocked his father out, or the other way around. Oh, I really do not want to see this.
It was my job to keep the peace. But no matter what I did.
Right. That makes sense. It's her job to keep the peace. Let's look at these sauces.
We never really touched these after Mom died. She was such a good cook. Almost empty. 2 cups water for 1 cup rice. Set timer for 30 minutes.
Use your
Do
finger.
your history homework. Serve. Gabe used to steal Dad's beer all the time. It was like the one thing they didn't fight about. Mom's old sewing kit. Don't think I've ever even tasted a butter cookie. When wasn't this place falling apart? Cleaning Dad's ashtray was not my favorite job in the world.
So the mom died and their world fell apart.
At least I managed to hold on to you, Shoo Shoo.
I did. Yeah, well, until I was thrown down a well.
Dad's laundry. I always set it here when it was done so he could find...
A shrine.
I tried so hard to keep my promise to her.
Oh.
Mom and Dad had this TV before they had either of us. Gabe had barely used this backpack in weeks. Nobody could get him to go to school. The killer mistress tabs in this
I'm
book
looking at everything
weren't
because
even
I'm
close
avoiding
to
the
right.
conclusion of this scene.
Gabe loved Son of Lead back when it was an indie. It was too gory for me.
Okay. Here we go.
Gabe and Dad were so loud when they fought.
Where you going? Are you gonna tell her? Or is that my job?
Keep your voice down.
Fine, I'll do it. Alex, Dad lost his job again. So we're broke. Again.
Don't talk to me that way. Despite what you may believe, you do not know everything. You think what? I laid myself off?
It's okay. We'll figure it out. I
don't know, Dad. But what are we supposed to do now? We gotta eat.
We can sell some records. Or what about my guitar? We can sell that.
Alex, what is it gonna take to get you to stop defending him?
If your mother could see you now.
I don't want to hear about Mom.
Gabe!
I'm so tired of you using her as an excuse to be a piece of shit. Don't fucking touch me, piece of shit.
Dad.
Damn it, Alex.
I'm okay. It's okay. It was an accident.
Alex, I didn't...
Dad, it's okay. Really, I'm not hurt.
I can't do this.
Dad?
Someone will come. That woman from CPS.
It's done.
Someone.
Dad!
I'm sorry.
No. No. Dad!
Oh, he took it. That's what our mom gave us when we promised to take care of them, and we weren't able to take care of them because we're 11. Because we're 11 years old. We don't have the skills needed to deal with this situation. Oh my god. This is horrible. I hate this game. OG Joker says, this chapter hits hard. Yeah, it is hitting hard. This really hasn't been this kind of game so far. And I will say, some games kind of emotionally manipulate you. This is not manipulation. This is earned. This is well done. Ugh.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Which orphanage is this? The one in Grant Park? Kind of thought it'd be nicer.
I can't do this, okay? I can't.
You need to.
No.
You need to be honest about what you see.
I was. I have. And now I'm done.
Almost. But not yet. You were 12, I am 16. I steal a car and end up in juvie.
Gabe, come on.
Then you're 13, 14, 15. Orphanages, group homes, musty rooms in the strange houses of foster parents. By the time you're 17, you've seen them all. Somewhere along the line, you start to feel things. Your own emotions don't belong to you. You have nothing. No one. You are alone.
I don't want this.
Alex. Play your part.
Play my part.
He wants me to play my part, and then it's not going to be how it happened, and then I'm just going to have to do it all over again.
God. They put me on so many meds.
Lithium. Risperidone. 900 milligrams twice a day of lithium. Ooh. Okay.
Did any of them ever work?
Some of them helped. A little. We weren't allowed to bring glass into the dorms. So we had to drink from this thing.
Like hamsters in a cage. Pretty sure it's locked.
Must be after curfew. We're not going anywhere.
Any items that are glowing? An angry item. Is that the letter from Dad? Oh, guitar strings. That's surprising.
I don't understand. Why can't I have my guitar?
Okay, that's why.
We've been over this, Alex. Your guitar stays in the rec room. You can play it during free time.
That's bullshit. I don't need it in the fucking rec room. I need it when I'm stuck in the fucking dorms.
Alex, that's enough. Maybe
Everyone's feelings were so loud. I just needed something to distract me.
That makes sense.
I took a fork in here one time and hid it under my mattress. Just 'cause, fuck you.
Just because. I like that.
They used to say this place wasn't a prison.
Ugh.
Well, maybe they were trying to keep you safe.
Guess
Sure.
so. Whatever the reason, the end result was prison bars. They should have stenciled the same thing on all of us.
Oof.
Do you really feel like you were their property?
We
Yes.
didn't belong to anyone else, did we? I
Oh.
remember the kid who put
When
this
are we
here.
gonna get to taking down the bad
Sadie?
guys? This is rough.
Sally. Something with an S?
You were friends at first, right?
Way at first. Then I freaked out on her and she was done with me.
Just like
Just
everyone
like
else.
everyone else.
Happy Mama Cow says, I've been in places like that. It was terrible. Wasn't even allowed to open a window or get fresh air. This is not my lived experience, but I have spent some years close to people that have gone through this as well. Oh, this is rough. This whole
Fancy.
chapter has been rough so far.
Everyone had one good outfit.
30 minutes
We
of
wore them
rough.
to meet the parents.
Did it help?
Kinda think you already know the answer to that question.
Oh, I just feel so sad for little baby Alex. All right, well, let's do the thing. It's not going to be exact like this. We're going to have to redo it. That's been the pattern so far. Oh. I'm like crazy leaning today. I'm not exactly sure why. This is straight. But I've been like this most of the day. Oh. Oh, are these all the people that came to adopt people and then left without us? Is that the part that I'm playing? Sad, angry, scared.
She's been through so much. I just don't know if we're prepared for a troubled girl.
Oh, I've heard this. This is horrible.
It says here she's sensitive. What does that mean?
I wonder why she's never found a home before. I'm sure she's a sweet girl, but she's not for us.
She's awfully old, isn't she?
This is the kid that's been in all those fights, right?
I want to help. I really do, but there's just something
Off
broken. Wrong.
With her.
Ugh. Happy Mama Cow. If you need to take a break, absolutely. My feelings will be 0% hurt. This is a little much. If I had no idea this was going to be like chapter 5 at all. I had no idea. I didn't know this was in the game at all. I would have happily provided some kind of warning. Yeah, I try to do a little bit of research on the games I play and not too much research because I don't want to spoil anything. And I did enough research that, you know, hey, this looks like the game for me. And up until 35 minutes ago, there's been some emotional highs and lows, but this is rough. This is rough. You think it's important that games show realities people like this go through? Absolutely. I agree. I'm having a hard time with this myself. I think if I wasn't so just otherwise not feeling well, I'd probably be crying more actually. Which is great. It's great that I'm not crying actually. I just wow. Yeah, this is tough. If you want to take a break, I get the sense that this part will be over in a little bit. Feel free if you want to just step out for the evening. Yeah, really no problems at all. 100% respect that. There is just certain things I can't deal with myself, or not that I can't, but you don't want to. And there's this idea like in therapy about like we used to call it like immersion therapy. If you're afraid of something, be surrounded by it. But I think I heard someone describe it once as you want to push yourself right up to the point where it's not too far. If you push yourself too far, you're going to hurt yourself more, like emotionally. So it's okay to push yourself, and it's okay to expose yourself to things that are a little tough. And that's how you build resilience, and that's how you get stronger and better at dealing with things. So it's not that you always avoid it, but it's that you don't go too far. If you go too far, you'll end up doing more damage than anything you'll do to help yourself. And finding that line for all of us is hard, I think. I don't know that there's some magic way to find it, but that's the way I heard it described to me. I just recently worked on this project at work that was a very new content area for me entirely. Not recently, this was a year ago, but I guess that's recent, depending on how old you are. And a lot of this stuff came up through some surveys and through some kind of narratives that I read too. And so I'm just kind of thinking, like I often, much like our main character, I get overwhelmed by the emotions of other people, and I'm just thinking about all those things that I read and some of the foster kids that I've interacted with in my life, and some of their stories. And yeah, this is a lot right now. So for those of you who can stick with me, thank you for being here. And those of you who need to take a break, just literally, it doesn't bother me at all. Skip forward. I guess if you're watching this on YouTube, hi. Skip forward a little bit. See how it is. But yeah, let's get through it. Let's get through it together. Those of you who can and want to. But this is rough. This is rough. I'm gonna drink a little bit more. Drink a little bit more. And can we just like shout out to this Life is Strange group for just creating just a very real feeling here. Ugh. Is the broken glass even real? You know? I don't know.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. You were a kid too, Gabe.
Why?
You need to see it.
See what? That nobody picked me?
Nobody picked you. Nobody picked you. Nobody wanted you. Mom died. Dad left. I bailed. You couldn't keep us together.
It was my job to keep us.
You were 11 years old. You were 11 years old. You were a kid, Alex. Let it go. People leave. Life gets hard. Sometimes it's a big shit sandwich. Make it better. Be angry at Dad. Miss Mom. Hell, be angry at me. But don't give up. No one gets to tell you what you're worth. And no one can take your life away. Fight.
I'm not sure
You have a gift. It's something you don't even understand. You can change the world. Make it better. Now get up.
What?
Get up and fight.
Here we go. This is... I think all of that was to show us that life is hard. And we've got to this point. Life is really hard sometimes. And we got to this point. And if we can make it to this point, then we can make it to the next hour. And maybe our brain was trying to do us a favor. Ooh. This is... Oh, okay. Can we be done with that? Nice. I don't even remember taking those. Ooh. Okay, you want to light the lantern because there's a massive psychological boost to having light. That's a mammal brain thing. There is a massive psychological boost. So you actually want to do that. Then you want to check yourself for injuries. Do your best to triage them. And then you want to escape. But yes, you do actually light the lantern before you check yourself for injuries. Not only for the light, so you can check yourself better, but I'm telling you, it's a mental thing. She is not checking herself.
I've got to find a way out of here.
Okay, broken ladder's probably not going to do us any favors. Well, okay, I guess I'll look at it because that's
no more ladder.
That's the game.
Not that I'd be much good at climbing.
So a tunnel. So I'm guessing this is not where the collapsed tunnel is. I'm a little worried that there's a dead rat since rats are pretty good survivors.
I'm gonna choose not to read anything into this.
Well, see, that's... Yeah. Maybe this way?
Mines growing into mines. Just like Jed said.
At least there's no, like, Wendigo after us. Right? There's nothing after us. Right?
I could almost laugh if it wouldn't hurt so much.
Safety first. Are we able to carry the pickaxe? If so, yes, we should take it.
How long has this stuff been down here?
A long time, but I guess we're not able to carry the pickaxe. Oh. Well, I'm glad we're just like our life's in danger instead of our mental health.
Oh, no, 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 come on, no, 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 no.
That's bad. Is that gas? That has to be gas, right?
I can do this. I can do this.
There has to be some kind of gas to make it go out because it was surrounded by glass, so it's not just a normal burst of wind. I don't know if you all know this, but your buddy Joker here has crazy good night vision. I think I still wouldn't be able to see in a mine.
That's something.
Because there's no light, but I do have crazy good night vision. But she can see...
is the only lead I've got.
She can see the emotions of people and some objects. And using that, she actually has the ability to see the room. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm still a little confused about what put the lantern out, because if there's some like heavy...
All right, boys, getting close.
Helldivers for life, huh, Jed?
Oh, here we go.
Dig so deep, we see where the devil sleeps.
Goddamn right.
This is it. This is what Typhon tried to bury.
Oh, that's right. Wait.
A lot of runoff moisture in this soil. Jed, we gotta call it. This dig is...
I was misremembering history. He was the only survivor, right? He didn't save like 12 miners. He was the only survivor. So they like paid him off. But I guess it was probably his fault.
It's fucked.
Nothing's fucked.
Jed, we got no pumps running. No.
My teams have never quit a dig this deep before.
Happy Mama Cow, welcome back. It is over. I'll catch you up. The flashback scene was over probably 30 seconds after I resumed, which is just unfortunate timing. That was tough. The message that Gabe said basically to us is life is hard and your life has been hard this whole time. One, stop blaming yourself, which I totally agree with. And two, you're a fighter. You need to survive and you need to wake up and you need to survive. So that's exactly what we did. We woke up, we got a lantern, our light went out, and now we are following an emotional memory that we're using for light. But we are in pitch black right now. And we're learning what happened to Jed. Sounds like he was pushing his team a little too far. And now you're all caught up. Hope you're doing okay. And I think I hope this doesn't sound stupid, but I'm proud of you for taking a break and recognizing when you needed to do that. It's important.
4. We finish the job. Steady goes. Steady.
Fuck was... Move! Come on! Clear the tunnel!
But it is some kind of gas.
Who's on radio?
Jed!
Fuck!
Am I breathing this right now?
Jed!
Oh my
God! We gotta move! Now!
There's still men back there. They'll drown.
Oh, it's water coming in.
And so will we if we don't get the fuck out! Make the call, Jed!
God damn it! God damn it! Everyone, let's go! Now!
Smells like fireworks. Must be where Typhon blew the charges.
They blew the charges 12 years later? To cover this up? I guess maybe because the inspectors were gonna look for it? Oh, I found a very angry object. Literally lighting my way. Dad was one of the miners who died?
Dad.
What? What?
Jed!
Is that why Gabe
Come
was
back!
here?
Jed, you son of a bitch!
Chen, you gotta stop, man.
Jed! Fuck you, Jed! Come back!
It's over, Chen. He's not coming back.
Is that why Gabe was here?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Was Gabe running a secret investigation this whole time? Did Jed know that that was his dad? Oh my god, this took a twist. Of all the twists, I was not expecting our father to have died here 12 years ago. I know exactly where we are. Now what? I guess we go to Pike? I mean, he's the one who kind of threatened us, or at least facilitated the threats. Deputy Pike is not a... He is not bought and paid for by them. So even some of the miners knew that that wasn't true. She's got enough energy to do that. I get the sentiment. So, Steph, Ryan, immediately. Ryan is a park ranger. I think for the most part, they do have some law enforcement capabilities. I think they're certified law enforcement. So we contact Steph, we contact
during
Ryan.
My time here, I've come to realize
And then
what makes Haven
make a big
so
splash.
special. It's a flower shop run by multiple generations. A bar owner who greets every customer by name. It's a spring festival tradition going back 100 years. History, loyalty.
Oh, are we just gonna
pride.
burst through the door?
These values,
This would be
which
epic
define
timing.
Haven, are the same values that Typhon was built on. And that is why our partnership has been so successful. It's been my privilege to renew Typhon's commitment to Haven. We believe in this community, and we're tremendously excited for its future.
Thank you, Diane. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're eager to make this official. So, time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
Yes. She's gonna walk in bloody and be like, oh yeah, Jed shot me. I'm okay. Yeah. Look at your stupid face. You tried to kill a young lady to cover up
Alex,
a mine
oh my
accident.
God, I'm fine. You are not fine. We have to get you to a doctor.
What happened to you?
Say it. Just say it. Just say Jed shot me. I'm just gonna say it.
I found out something you need to hear. I'm sorry.
Why does he need to hear it?
Alex, you're hurt.
Oh, Jed is his dad. Oh, I forgot that. Jed's his dad.
Do you need help? We can call an ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you. And so has Jed Lucan.
I forgot that. Oh, Ryan's gonna be so upset.
Alex, what's going on?
Fuck you.
What the hell happened?
Just say Jed shot me and I crawled out
I
of
was
the mine.
down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for 12 years. Jed Lucan isn't a hero.
Oh, she's not.
That whole story is a lie.
She's telling a different story. Interesting.
Jed caused the accident. And then he abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself. There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father.
She's going with a different story. This is interesting. I wonder what the logic is.
Typhon wanted to keep this covered up in case it jeopardized the vote. All they care about is making more money. They'll do whatever it takes to push this expansion through.
This is interesting. I wonder if
So they
saying
decided
Jeb
to
shot
bury
me,
the evidence.
people just wouldn't believe it.
And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains. That's how Gabe was killed.
This is a more
Jed knew all
believable
along.
story, and it's true.
He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe. And when I found out, as you can see,
So she is going to say it.
He tried to kill me too. Why aren't any of you saying anything?
We don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
Try me.
These accusations are, well, they're insane. And trying to go into the mine was obviously a very dangerous, very illegal thing to do. But we all sympathize with your situation.
But Steph and Ryan
You've been
know
through so much.
About the explosion
Your brother was
and the
your
cover.
only family, wasn't
They
he?
just don't know why.
I can only imagine how much you want an explanation for his loss. Something to give you comfort and make your life seem less unfair.
Why don't you just tell the truth? You've been planning your exit from Typhon anyway.
What?
You never signed up for threats or attempted murder. You hate this. Now's your chance to stop.
Dad? Do you have any idea what
Forgot
Alex
that he
is
was
talking
his dad.
about?
Ooh, this makes it. This
No.
this is the twist.
I don't. I've tried to be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her. All I can guess is, sometimes when we're hurting, the people we lash out at are the ones who we're trying to help.
You tried to kill me. How can you stand there and
I don't know
say
what
these
to say,
things?
honestly.
Alex.
You're a monster.
Show him the bullet wound. It's probably in her side,
Please. I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him. I did too. But I'm telling the truth.
I believe you.
right? Maybe we actually love Steph after all.
Of course I do. I believe you too. I'm horrified and shocked and still processing everything, but I believe you.
Oh no, if we had done a better job helping people, would more people believe us?
I would like to speak. I've known Jed a very, very long time. And, Miss Jen? Alex? I'm realizing I don't quite know you as well as I thought.
No, we didn't help him. Police officer being very quiet and not saying
allowances
nothing?
must,
Yeah.
of course, be made given your injuries and resultant confusion.
Yeah, murder accusation. He's just sitting there.
But nonetheless, it saddens me to hear you make these terrible and incredible accusations.
Oh, we should have helped.
against
We
my
should have helped
friend.
Ducky more. We didn't help him.
I've always found Alex to be a very trustworthy person. She wouldn't make these accusations lightly. Something must have happened.
Miss Lath, there's no actual evidence of anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I think.
I mean, the cop did see the threats that they made against her.
Actually, Diane, there is evidence.
Okay, here we go.
For fuck's sake.
I have a USB stick full of recordings.
Yes, we went through this yesterday. Your superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
That doesn't make it not true.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again, huh? I know your game. I know
Don't
how you...
test me, Jason.
It's Deputy Pike.
I'm not scared of you anymore.
Yay!
And not of you.
Not Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of personal issue with me?
Like hell I do.
Jason. Well, given that your judgment in this matter is emotionally compromised, you should probably remove yourself from.
Cut the crap. If you think you can shut me up with...
I think you better cool it. I would like to speak again.
It concerns me that a voting member of this
I don't care if he believes me or not. I still feel bad. Feel bad all this happened. I feel bad that it's his dad. Feel bad that he's in the middle of this with me.
No.
I'm not your
I'm
lapdog
sorry,
anymore.
Alex.
I'm going first thing tomorrow.
Dad,
This is pretty intense stuff. You're
Please.
right, Game Cat.
come clean. We'll figure it out together.
It amazes me. The extent to which she has manipulated you.
Come on, Dad.
Ryan heard the recordings.
Never in a million years.
Come on. I hate seeing you do this.
My own son.
Dad.
My own goddamn son!
Stop.
Oh. 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 What are we doing now? Does she has total control of her powers?
I know why you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for Haven. This was never about Haven at all, was it?
No.
This was about you. I know it's easier not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John. He made a lot of mistakes.
He was a screw up. I'll say it.
He wasn't a good father. I think he came here trying to be better. But you killed him. And then Gabe, my big brother. Haven was his second chance.
Mm-hmm. Got out of juvie, turned his life around.
He was so proud of who he'd become. A great boyfriend. A cool dad. But he died. Because of you.
Yeah, in a way, it was still Jeb's fault because they were trying to cover up what happened to
And
Jeb.
then there's me.
Or with Jeb.
For so many years, I just wanted to survive. To get through. Haven changed me. I started to think about the future. I want to help people. Because it's something I'm good at. Knowing I'm good at something feels fucking great. And you tried to murder me. You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the truth.
I mean, it's one thing causing a mining accident and getting people killed, and it's another thing shooting somebody and throwing them down a well. Or down a mine shaft. I mean, you know. Like,
You've forgotten it,
that would have eaten him up too, I think.
haven't you? You've plastered over it with another story. You tell yourself you're a hero. a strong leader.
Mm.
Sometimes that means making hard choices. Decisions that could lead to people dying. Few men could handle that. Haven's lucky to have you. But that's the lie. If you scrape it away, what do we see? 11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And you were too selfish to say those words out loud. There was so much to lose. The love of your wife, the respect of your son, the comfort and ease you had walking around the world.
Mm.
All of that mattered more to you than those men's lives.
We are going after him. He probably wouldn't have, like, gone to jail or
trying to
anything.
pull away. Don't.
Ooh, she is not letting him pull away.
The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break. But when you come out the other side, and you're whole and free and still alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are. I see the truth about you.
Anger?
You hate yourself. You hate what you did in the past. You hate what you've done to keep it secret. And the more you deny that hatred, the worse it grows. I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The game was doing fine without me. I don't want to say this. I don't feel like I can forgive him for... I can forgive him for the accident and the cover-up. But I don't know that I can forgive him for shooting me. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he pushes his men too far. He's lax about safety, and he gets a bunch of people killed in a mining accident. That's a mistake. That is an accident. That is a preventable accident, but it is still an accident because he didn't have in his mind, I want people to die. He had in his mind, I'm selfish and I want things to go the way I want them to go. That's different to me. That's a mistake, and people can grow past that, especially over 11 years. They can fix it, and they can try to make amends, and they can try to be a better person, and they can try to turn things around. So I get the accident, and I even get the cover-up. Like she said, she's lying to himself. But I don't get him shooting me and throwing me down a mine shaft. No, it's 11 years later. No. GameCat says option B. The OG Joker, haha, says B. Happy Mama Cow says B. I'm a little more torn than I think the audience is, but I'm gonna go B. I'm gonna go B for trying to kill me. If all those other things were true, I could forgive him. Even for getting my dad killed, I think I could forgive him. I want to be the kind of bigger person and I want to move on, but he tried to kill me. Tried to kill me last night. And then he's sitting here trying to gaslight me about it? Nah, dude. Nah.
And I condemn you. Even his own son just confronted him. And he
He had it coming. Yeah. I would love to be able to forgive him, but I can't forgive him for shooting me last night. Ah. Diane's next. Better find another place to live. I feel bad for Ryan too.
And the news is still coming in on the Typhon mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs, where a council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago.
Yep.
A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart
Clandestine.
caused the death of Haven local Gabe Chen last month. Mr. Lucan is currently in police custody, awaiting arraignment.
But why was Gabe here? Of all the towns.
Including the resignation of Typhon CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute coming right.
Nice shot. He was going to keep killing until everyone was going to speak out with silent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
the
so.
silence is worse. I need to get some air.
I guess so. I would say no, but I guess so.
After summoning all my strength and willpower, I'm now ready to move from the bed to the rooftop.
I know that feeling.
I've got some continued support for you.
Continued to support. Oh, great. Hey, Haven, the Record Traders is currently accepting applications. Okay. Let's check our text. We got a group text here. Oh yeah, this is after everything that happened. They were trying to find us. That makes sense. Who's Arthur? Oh, New York Telegram. When did you learn that your father lived in Haven Springs and worked with Jed? Yeah, I would like an answer as to why Gabe was here where our father died. Did Gabe know that, or was that just like cosmic coincidence? OMG, I heard what happened. You aren't going to mention being a superhero when I texted you yesterday? I'm so glad you're safe. Charlotte. I don't even know what to say. My heart breaks. Yes. Just remember, Ethan and I are here for you. Thanks.
Ducky lost for words. Amazing.
Dear Alex, I'm terribly sorry. I don't know what else to say, Ducky. Hey, when you don't know what else to say, that's not horrible. Okay, so he said, hey, Chen, didn't think you'd actually take down Typhoon. You're braver than I imagined. Now you owe me a new job. I'm glad you're okay, really. Well, Mac turned some things around. Mac's still a jerk. Mac's still a jerk, but it is what it is. Oh. How could I not after everything? Yeah, how could Steph not have her back? Jessica, who are you? Rocky Mountain Gazez. I'm not comfortable talking about it right now. Okay, that's everybody. I'm actually really surprised. I don't really want to like relive these, but it's interesting that you can go back. Ooh, yeah, let's look at the guitar.
Love this guitar, but if it starts asking me riddles again, I'm throwing it out the window.
That's funny. All right. Postcards?
Maybe Salem would be cool. I'm already an expert in witch trials.
All right. So like this is almost like the epilogue then, because
like I've
we
been
took
through so
we
much
took down the
without
bad
knowing.
guys.
It meant the world that she believed me. Couldn't bring himself to get rid of it.
Oh, and the Helldivers are the miners that died.
Still looking out for me.
Found
huh,
this at
Pike?
Jed's house. Everything I thought you ought to have it. Oh yeah, Oh, this is our
Couldn't bring
dad's
himself to get rid
jacket.
of it.
Jed had our dad's jacket. No, I'm not gonna look at the crutches. I am really not 100% sure about the dad thing. Is it a twist that is like cool and interesting, or is it kind of dumb that our dad happened to be here of all the places in all the
Steph.
world?
Alex,
This is
wait.
where he ended up.
Before you say anything, I have to get this out.
You love me, I know.
Okay.
What you did at the council meeting, it was the bravest thing I've ever seen. And it made me want to be brave too. So, here it goes. I want to be with you. I don't give a shit about playing music or seeing the world. I mean, I do, but only if it's with you. And if you'd rather stay here instead, then... fuck it. I want to stay here too.
Hey, I don't know that I want to stay here. After everything that happened, I think I want to leave.
You ripped your bus ticket.
I can get another one. Or not. It doesn't matter. Point is, I'm in. For whatever you want.
I think part of this is like a little silly because
You've given me a lot to think about.
we haven't played like
We're
5
good.
weeks of this game. There were time jumps between the chapters. And so like
You know where to find me.
I don't really know what their relationship like blossomed
Jen.
into.
Thanks, Steph.
But I just want to say, in the LARP game, Jed was the final boss, the final bad guy. That's some fun foreshadowing. So that's fun. That's fun. I wonder if you replay the LARP thing, if there's more hints like that about what was going on and the different characters that were LARPing.
All right. Just tell me.
What?
My future. What to do? The night of the Spring Fest, Steph made a strong push for leaving with her. Playing on the road, the excitement of the unknown. Of course, that was before all the shit went down. Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
I think going on the road feels right.
Actually, I do know what you should do.
But I don't know that
You
I
should
want
stay
that
in
kind of
Haven.
relationship with Steph. Really?
You really think so?
Of course. You finally have a home, a job, people who actually like you.
I don't have a home or a job because
Why
they
would you
were
give that up?
Jed's. Jeb's home and Jed's
That's true.
job. So 2 out of 3 incorrect.
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
What?
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends. And don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Oh, fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now. I just need my big brother.
Yeah. This is a town where your father and brother died. I don't know that I want to stay here. Actually, I know I don't want to stay here.
Here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away.
You'd be out so fast, Happy Mama Cow? Yeah. I think
You're
I'd be
not
out
on
pretty
it.
fast too.
And neither is Steph. Life goes on. You get a job working with Steph at the record store.
Here's the copyrighted music we're not hearing, but that's okay. I think some silence here is actually okay. Plot-wise, story-wise.
All those years of being a music snob finally pay off.
Oh, am I a music snob? I guess I don't know because the game mutes it.
And little by little, time does its thing. The apartment starts to feel less like a museum and more like a home.
Who's paying for this apartment? This was Jed's.
Thoughts of Jed, of Typhon, even of me, begin to fade into the background.
Squatter rights. Well, true, but I'm guessing somebody else takes over the bar. A community-run establishment. Well, there you go. I guess the town council takes it over. So he's trying to show us that the town is okay after Typhoon leaves. That even though it is a mining town, there is still a future for this town. And there's probably would be music right now, if not for the copyright. Nice. Nat 20. I wish the audio would have like laughs and
rooftop is your
footsteps
stage.
and stuff.
You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans.
She still has a cut
Maybe
on her
while you
head.
play, you wonder what could have been.
Guess it's a scar.
Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world. Or maybe you never think about that much at all.
Because this is a video game, I'm going to assume that this is a real future that Ghost
You don't know
Gabe
exactly
is telling
when
us.
it happens. But one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you. And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels.
The game wanted us to connect with Steph so much that they're not even
don't
giving us
question
a
it.
choice. Like,
You don't
our
doubt it.
future is with her. Either
Or
we
wonder
leave
what
with her
might
or
have
we stay
been.
with her.
It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
I mean, that all
You
sounded
really
pretty
think
nice.
I'll transform Haven?
Of course.
If
You
that's
already
the real
have.
future, maybe that's
With
maybe
your
that's the right
gift,
choice.
Your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay.
Oh, here we go.
You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Where am I supposed to go? I don't have any other home.
That is true. But you didn't have any home before coming here. And look what happened.
Technically true.
The truth is, there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
I think for all the reasons I want to seek adventure, because yeah, all the reasons I've already mentioned in the last 40 minutes. I want to seek adventure. Staying in Haven sounds better than I thought it would be, but this is where my brother died. This is where my father died, as it turns out, which that has kind of yet to be explained. And I don't really have any kind of career. I have a job. I have a job, and I can have that job elsewhere. So I'm going to seek adventure.
I know what I want.
Yeah, Batman 396 says you have to hit the road and put this all behind you. I think so. The OG Joker says, look into the Steph DLC content. When did that come out? When did that come out? Tell me. I will look into it. I just didn't even know it existed. Yeah, he's probably pretty upset. He just found out, like, his, like, dad and life are not anything like what he thought. That's it? Are we... Okay, I thought we were just gonna get on the bus by ourselves and not even say bye to everybody. This very bus is very. This very bus is very. So clever. That's it, huh? One huge unanswered question. Why was our father there? Or rather, why did Gabe move to a place where our father happened to die several years before? Oh, time for our first show, huh? Oh. Mess them up. Hello, friends. I've decided to open.
Charlotte Harmon portrait. I kind of think I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait.
Oh, nice. Doing commissions. Do we have any concept of... We just have no texts all of a sudden? Where was the text we just got from Steph? Okay, these are not in order of when they were received. That's confusing. All right. I call it a plot convenience. Yeah, our whole dad there, that, I mean, it didn't change the story at all. That could have been any minor, and we could have found a little object of him, and we could have presented it the same way, and I feel like it would have been equally effective. But, man.
Hello, everyone.
It's weird.
I'm Alex Chen.
Oh, well, there we go. What do we say? Well, first of all, there's probably music playing. But you are not all hearing it because of the streamer mode. So as much as I like the game, and I will say all the things I liked about the game, but as much as I liked the game, the fact that there's a streamer mode and then all it does is completely mute the track is not super useful. I could do that myself. I like when the streamer mode is like they play just like music like I'm playing. They play music that's not copyrighted and maybe it's not exactly the feel that they wanted, but it integrates the audio track. Plus also like people are dancing and moving and that's all muted too, which I find very interesting. So maybe that was a late addition to the game where they didn't really have any way to deal with it other than just to mute. I'm not sure. So we really liked the game. Very much enjoyed it. I will fully acknowledge how incredibly emotionally heart-wrenching the first half of Chapter 5 was. Like, wow, that was unexpected and it hit so hard and so true. And that's if you're going to have an emotional moment and an emotional beat, oh, she graduated, we made the right choice, then it has to feel true. And boy, did that feel true. I did not feel like that was earned at all. I know I said that before, but good job. Yeah, I'll look into the DLC, so we'll see. Maybe we'll be playing that soon. Friend of the show, Katie Bentz, who played Steph, she is over here on Twitch, and I jumped in earlier today to say hello and that I was playing her game. So, well, it's not her game, but the game she was in. So apparently there is a Steph DLC. We will look into that. I don't want to make any promises yet, but yeah. So good game. Oh shoot. Oh man, I can't rewind. I didn't look who played Alex. Of all the, I looked for the one person that I've heard of. Yep. So worth playing. Life is Strange. One I watched on YouTube, and for the first like half of the first episode, I was like, this seems a little cheesy. And then it turned into a really good series. Part 2, Life is Strange 2, I found to be a little boring, to be completely honest. And Life is Strange, I guess 3 or True Colors, I like that they're not numbering them because they don't have anything to do with each other. Life is Strange True Colors, this game is good. They did a good job. Yeah, the only problem I had is like the weird kind of pacing. Like you feel like you have this momentum towards finding out what happened, and then you spend 2 hours doing a LARP. A LARP episode that itself was very good, but it just came right after. It's like, hey, on this flash drive is all the evidence we need. Let's go have fun. And I'm like, no, let's not go have fun. Let's figure out what happened. So to me, that's a pacing thing that might be me as a player, and that might not be the fault of the game. But at the same time, if you actually just take that LARP segment in isolation, it was really good. It was really good. So yeah, really good game. Happy Mama Cow says very emotional, but it was good. Yeah, very heavy emotions. And they didn't do that the whole time. I guess one of my only real complaints is the relationship with Steph. Like, they kind of pretend throughout the whole game that you sort of have this choice between Steph and the dude, but you really don't. The game is just like, just gives it to you. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if I had made different decisions, I would be leaving town with him. I just realized that I don't know that or not. But it felt like the game was pushing me that direction the whole time. And I never signed up for that, you know? But I'm happy with the choice we made. I'm happy with leaving town, especially after everything that happened. So there we go. Life is Strange 2 True Colors. Excellent job, Life is Strange Studio. I never usually take forced relationships in game if it's an option. 100% agree. I find it to be kind of a weird thing that modern games do, where there's like always a relationship, because we've kind of gotten away from that in movies. People realize that you don't always need that in a movie, and so we've kind of gotten away from that. Well, not in all movies, but in many movies. And now they've like added it into games. It's almost like game directors are like, hey, do you know if we put a relationship in, people might, it's like, yeah, no, we know. We've talked about that. In movies, we've talked about how good movies are that don't include it for no reason. And now games are starting to include it. I remember the first time there was like a relationship option in a game, and everyone's like, whoa, groundbreaking. And now it is just like assumed. Even the lake game that I played, where you drive around a lake delivering mail while your father's on vacation, there was like a forced relationship in that game. And it was okay. I really liked that game. I'm not saying I didn't like the game, but I don't know why they do that. So there we go. Let's see. Alex, hit the road with your music, 44%. Wow. I actually thought that would be a much higher decision. Alex denounced Jed for his actions, 31%. Where 69% of people forgave Jed. I did not forgive him. I did not forgive him because he shot me. That's why. Everything else I could have forgiven him for. Alex claimed she learned the meaning of home, 42%. She claimed she learned not to fear her emotions. Okay. All right, that was the other choice. So some members of the council stood with Alex, 83%. I'm definitely in the majority there. Everyone stood with Alex, 12%, and nobody stood with Alex, 5%. So I think there were other things that could have happened throughout the game that got people on my side. Actually, it was just Ducky. I think if I had found Ducky earlier in the chapter, I would have got him on my side. So, oops. Alex wanted to help more people in the future. Yep, I'm in the majority there. And then Alex didn't sit on the bed. Nope, I just never sat on the bed. Ryan stood by Alex during the votes, 31%, which is interesting because I didn't really do anything special for him or against him. I kind of left him alone for the last 3 chapters. Charlotte sided, yes. I got, most people didn't get it. Eleanor sided 50-50, so I'm right on the middle there. Pike, okay, majority of people didn't get Pike. Ducky remained loyal to Jed. I actually messed that one up compared to most people. Or no. Never mind. I got the majority, but I do count that as a mistake. Ryan believed Alex, again, 31%. I don't know what I did to get him. Ryan and Alex didn't go together. Oh. Okay, so take back everything I said. You did have a choice between Ryan and Steph. I just never really made that choice. So I could have had the same ending with Ryan. If you look, though, it seems to be pretty clear that most people probably chose Steph. But right in the middle, 33%. They stayed in Haven. They left Haven. They didn't go together. Yes, all of that. There we go. That's it. Those are the wrap of the decisions, and I've already said my piece about the game, so I will do the outro. Thank you, everybody, for joining me through 5 chapters. And right here at the bottom, it says Steph's story is down there, so maybe I will check that out. And on Saturdays, we're going to start playing Undertale, and join me next Wednesday for another new main game. We'll figure out what that is before then. Thanks, everybody. Bye.